Allocate PDP presidential ticket to yourself if you have power. Atiku replies Wike over 2027 elections. Can you imagine? We saw how Wike said that there's no chance for Atiku in 2027 election, that he shouldn't bother himself. There's nothing for him. He can't win. He brought his blueprint, and his blueprint, Nigerians saw the blueprint and rejected it, and there's nothing he can do about it. Now Atiku has responded to Wike saying, okay, if you think you have power, allocate PDP presidential ticket to yourself. Let us see how it will go. This fight will be a perpetual fight for life. Oh, I'm telling you, this thing not go quick end where they say it is gone personal and gone personal. So the PDP 2023 presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, on Thursday said the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, would have allocated the party's ticket to himself if he had the power. Atiku was reacting to Wike's remark that he won't be allowed to emerge as PDP's presidential candidate in 2027. So Daily Post reports that Wike, while addressing a press conference in Abuja on Wednesday, said the former vice president stands no chance in 2027. Exactly. So Wike claimed that Atiku was lobbying for another chance to emerge as the party's flag bearer, but that he won't be given the opportunity. The minister had said he is lobbying for another chance, but the chance will not be there. In which party? How can we rely on one man for so many years? Okay. So responding through his special assistant on public communication, Frank Shaibu, Atiku reminded Wike of how he schooled him and his protege during the 2019 election. So speaking with Daily Post, Shaibu said, if you had the power to distribute presidential tickets like party favors, he had certainly have kept one for himself. After all, Atiku thoroughly schooled him and his chosen protege in his own backyard ahead of the 2019 election, and they handed him a resounding defeat in the 2023 primaries in Abuja. So yet, despite his public proclamation that Tinubu is destined to win 2027, here he is obsessing over who gets to be PDP's candidate. Isn't it too early in the day for that? Our focus should be on the real issues, the worsening conditions of living for Nigerians. The hunger is becoming unbearable. It is what we should be addressing and not political maneuvers for 2027. Already the APC and the PDP and all of them are already working to see how they can maneuver through in 2027. Okay, so it is not only Wike, but the only problem I have with Wike is that the same thing is accusing Atiku for is he's already stepping into that, and that is perpetually contesting and not winning. Okay, Atiku has contested for almost 5 times and he has not won, and is likely not going to win because Nigerians will not give him space. Wike himself, we saw how he manipulated PDP right from the time of Chief Secondus, Iyorchia Ayu, and Atisa was someone before Chief Secondus. Wike will bring them and still remove them and to line himself up to become the presidential hopeful. Unfortunately, the last year would have been the big one. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Okay, the next thing was after lobbying, they played him northern political game by by making sure that he didn't win the primaries. What is his name? The Tambua, the then governor of Kano State, Sokoto State, and also the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum. All of them they just worked against him and then gave all the support to Atiku to emerge as the presidential candidate. But it was a bad game for Atiku because there was no way he could have gone there as a president after Buhari had done 8 years. It means that the presidency will be retained in the North for another 8 years. It doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, the same way that Wike is accusing Bala Mohammed now that after 8 years, they are still retaining the chairmanship of PDP Governors Forum in the North when it should have gone to the South. So there's a game the Northerners are playing that Wike might be checkmating on that side. And it's people like Wike and Tinubu that can actually checkmate the North. But are they really doing it? Because there's nothing they're doing that does not have their personal agenda or political undertone. Okay. So irrespective of what they're doing, that Nigerians will think they're doing them well by making sure that there's a balance or check and balance between the North and the South. They also have their own agenda in between. And that's exactly what Wike is fighting for. How he can pave way for himself to become the presidential candidate of the party, and then from there, see if he wants. He's desperate to become Nigerian president. I'm telling you. If not after Tinubu, I don't know when he's going to come. But don't you think he's a small boy to be Nigerian president? Except somebody will just hand Nigeria over to him. Without that, that guy on a free and fair ground, even on that rigging ground, he can't be Nigerian president. No way. It can't be. Nigeria is too big for somebody like him, and with the kind of integrity he has built for himself. Okay. And then someone say Frank Shaibu cannot understand the gravity and the effects of losing an election by someone who think his popularity is beyond the ethnic borders. Wike is still very much young. Okay, on ground, need no fear of falling. But Atiku feels is on top and should be the one to be scared of falling. Can you imagine? That's what you say now. So Wike is still very young and very fresh and is down on the ground. So he who is on the ground has nowhere to fall to again. He fears no fall. But Atiku, who feels is already on top, is the one that is scared of falling, because the falling obviously will not be easy. Now, wow. So now we know that Wike is still on the fight to ensure that Atiku does not smell progress in PDP. It means that Wike is holding PDP tough on the jugular, and it's going to be difficult. The way he's holding PDP, it's going to be difficult for even somebody like Atiku to surface. I'm telling you. So Atiku should just go and rest, because the way things are, it's not going to favor him at all. Nothing will favor Atiku. So he should stop fighting. I will call it a lost fight. He should stop fighting. He should just calm down and stop fighting, because this is not a joke anymore. I'm telling you. At his age, he kept on contesting and failing. If I were him, I'd just go and look at how you can revive some of your investments and recuperate and recover the funds you have spent over the years, and then go and rest and leave younger ones to go there and do what they have to do. Because we see how, what is his name? Buhari went there at a very old age and he messed up everything. The current president is getting that at a very old age, irrespective of the age he has declared, and it's also messing up everything. So I think we don't want old people again. But even at that, there are some small ones, younger people too, that are going to be more deadly than the old people. Like if someone like Wike finds himself around the corridor of power to become the president, Nigeria is finished. I'm telling you. So with all of that in mind, where is Nigeria heading to? That is the question. Where is Nigeria heading to? Now, wow. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. As Atiku has lashed back on Wike, I say, assign the PDP presidential ticket to yourself if you can.